XRP's looking great right now. Last time I checked, it was at 72 cents. You let me know if that changed by the time this video is released or not. We have a lot of big news happening today. I hope people are paying attention. The world is changing. We have this article here on the cryptobasic.com and it's titled Kuwait Finance House calls Ripple a world-class firm amid partnership for instant cross-border services. Oh, yeah, you know we're going to dominate. This type of word here from a reputable institute in that region makes Ripple and all the other offices and could bring in a lot of business, a lot of big money to the XRP, to XRP. All right. And that's what I want. I want as much capital flowing through XRP, as many companies buying it up as possible, right? I want it to become rare so that price can go through the roof. That's how I look at it. Now, it says this here. Tariq Al-Ajil, Kuwait Finance House's executive manager of digital transformation, has recently shed light on the bank's achievements in virtual banking, noting Ripple's role in furthering the movement. While fielding questions during a conference, Al-Ajil disclosed the existing strategic partnership with the San Francisco blockchain payment firm Ripple. He particularly described Ripple as one of the world-class companies they work with to launch instant cross-border payment services. Now, in a lot of these articles today, I'm reading a lot about digital transformation. And why is that key right now? Because right now you're witnessing the world's financial systems crumble to their knees. You're witnessing we just saw a bank collapse. And I did get an update on that deposit issue that a lot of the banks were having. Bank of America, Wells Fargo, etc. Now, it seems some people are receiving their deposits now, but I've seen a lot of documents and videos of other people who are still today, all right, they clarified today, are still not receiving and have not received their deposits. So the problem is ongoing, although some of that has been resolved. All right, so hold on one moment, everyone. A moth got in. A moth got in here. What's going on? There's always something. If there's not a giant hornet making its way into my house, oh, tell me you guys don't get those giant hornets. They're like this big, giant, and they sound like helicopters coming through your house, like that. And then I get these small moths here. And then you know what's like, this area is so extreme. You get these little tiny moths, and I kid you not, I don't know where you guys live. You get these moths that are huge. You ever see those? Are huge. Look like they have fur around their body, right? What are you going to do? So I forgot what I was saying. So the financial system, the legacy financial system having all of these problems. You saw JP Morgan have $40 billion unrealized losses. You know that the banking industry as a whole, at least in the West alone, hundreds of billions of dollars in unrealized losses. Things are going awry. Just wait and see. You're going to see more banks go down. But let's I'm trying to remember. Did I hear about another bank that's in trouble aside from the one that just went down? I thought there was another one in trouble, but we'll cover that when I get more solid information on that. OK, anyway, Ripple XRP looking great right now. This is notably Al-Ajil made the disclosures in a panel session during the recent Breaking Barriers conference held in Kuwait. Kuwait Times featured the development in a recent report. This is major. Big things are coming in the future. What do you want to do? Listen, if people can't see what's coming by now, there's nothing you can do. Nothing you can do. And the research is there, not just articles. You see, in the past, we used to actually call these companies to find out. Yep, we did. We did it here on the channel. We used to call a lot of companies and ask them, what's going on with these different partnerships and things with the bank coins. So that's available as well. But people are not going to do that. They're not going to do that, but obviously, institutions are extremely bullish on Ripple. And what does Ripple offer? That is their best thing that makes them special. XRP. So now let's move on here to another article. I don't want to take too long on that one, although that does excite me greatly. It does. This is from zcrypto.com and it's titled Ripple's XRP. Ripple's XRP. Just say XRP. I hate when they say Ripple XRP, Ripple's XRP. XRP on the verge of ultimate price explosion. It says to $1. I wouldn't call that the ultimate price explosion, but that's a nice explosion. I'll take it. I definitely will. So it begins here. XRP has emerged as the top performing cryptocurrency in the last 24 hours. There's a few of them doing well, though. Let's put that on the table. There's a few doing very well. It says leaving Bitcoin and Ethereum in its wake. Notably, the price of XRP experienced an impressive 8.5% spike on Sunday to tap 67 cents. Last I checked, we were at 72 cents. Let's put that on the table. Let's put that on the table there. This is on-chain analytics firm Sentiment highlighted this growth today by tweeting, quote, XRP Ledger is at it again. By the way, if you haven't subscribed already, a few people may not have. Hey, hit that subscribe button there. Get over there and subscribe to the channel over there. That moth is really, he wants to be on camera. I'm one of those people, I'm going to try to catch him and then release him. I'm trying everything not to smash him. I know, I often just smash that moth out of him. Just my way, you know what I mean? If I don't have to end it, I'm not going to do that. It's just like spiders. We get giant spiders around here too. Everything's big around here. Hornets giant, moths giant. This is one of the small bugs, I'll try to get it and release it outside. Right? That's how I do, Anyway, let's get back to the article here. Where did we leave off? Well, it says notably the price of XRP experienced an impressive 8.5% spike. It says more remarkably, XRP has claimed the fourth largest market capitalization. Not that I care. I just want the price to go through the roof. That's all I care about. Outpacing Binance Coin. On-chain analytics firm Sentiment. Okay, so then they go into this highlight thing here. It says XRP Ledger is at it again, reaching a market value north of 68 cents. Like I said, last I checked, it was at 72 cents. For the first time since August 2nd, 80 cents coming soon, folks. What do you think? 80 cents? Yeah, I think we can do it. I think we definitely can. Yeah, we have some solid catalysts right now. That's what's driving all the interest. All the different bank deals we just got brought in, partnerships that was just announced, like the Georgia one. You got Kuwait here praising Ripple. Like, come on now. We have solid information backing us. There's no guarantees, but I'm going to hope we go up a little bit more. It'll be fun. Why not? Why not? Is it time yet for that massive explosion? I don't think so. I'll take it if it happens, but I don't think it's that time yet for the flip the switch moment. Not yet, but we're having a little bit of fun. We're trying to have a little bit of fun. I think, yeah, let's go to 80 cents. Why not? Let's go to 80 cents. Yeah, I think that sounds good, right? That sounds good. 68 cents for the first time since August 2nd. The 3-month high happened as XRP moved up plus 23% against Bitcoin in just the past week. Let's move on to another article here. This one here is from the cryptobasic.com and it's titled $1.10 to $1.40. Whoa! Let's see if we can catch him. We get him? Can we get him? Land on me? Nope. So he's a he's a troll fly. Can you land on? Let's see if we can get you on camera, Mr. Moth. Come on. He doesn't want to land, so he's had some traumatic experiences in his life, so he doesn't want to land on people anymore. I'm sure there was a lot of this, as he's escaped various calamities in his existence. Anyway, be professional. It's almost like we have a guest almost. I'm having too much fun. It's a fun time. You got to enjoy these good times. So, article, cryptobasic.com, and it's titled $1.10 to $1.40 in sight as XRP crosses 65 cents. Well, listen, I'll take it if it goes there. Now, I like to say that because I definitely will take that. But first, I just want to get to $1. Let's get to 80 cents. Let's get to 80 cents. Then let's get to $1. I'm not jumping ahead too far. You know what I mean? One step at a time. I'm a patient person, a meticulous person, one step at a time. But I'll take it if it smashed through there. Expert chartist eGrag predicts XRP's breakthrough past 65 cents resistance as a prelude to a significant surge, setting sights on $1.10 and $1.40. Once again, 72 cents I was looking at before I got on camera. In the last 24 hours, XRP broke a pivotal resistance to trade above 65 cents, according What did it say? Last 24 hours. Okay. According to data from market tracking resources, XRP got as high as 68 cents. Interestingly, it has been over 90 days since XRP last traded around this current point. All right. So, listen, it's looking good right now. That's what I take from this article here. We'll get there in time. In my humble opinion, it's not financial advice. You can think what you want, feel what you want. I'm not here to convince you of anything. I'm just here to share the news from the research that I've done. That is all. That's all. This, having this moth in here, it makes me think about all the animals I haven't seen. And I love nature. I do. And I'm just wondering, like, what happened to, I call him Mr. Fox. Mr. Fox. He lived across the street. Haven't seen Mr. Fox in a while, but we have a lot of fox around here, a lot of fox. So maybe went across town and lives over there, You know what's strange? The raccoons never come over here. Never. But then again, it's probably because I had that fox was living around here. So that may have kept the raccoons out of here. But for years, raccoons, they just don't come over on this side of town. It's just weird to me. Strange. It's like they just stay over there. Anybody experience that? Certain animals just stay in certain areas? I would think they would travel around, especially if you're looking for food. You would travel around, right? So, I'm thinking about them right now. The Cardinals, I've never worried about the Cardinals. This is, they come back every year. But that's why you hear that silence and peace and quiet for a while, right? So the Cardinals, and no fighting, because they fight in that bush all the time. So I don't know. I think about things sometimes. You ever had those moments where you just think about things? You ever just appreciate nature? Like you have anybody got pets out there? If you have pets, let me know in the comment section. You have a pet? What kind of pet you got? You have a dog, cat, bird. I like to have conversations. Somebody's like, get back to the crypto alpha name. That's what the chapters are for. Skip over this and go straight to the next chapter. Skip right over this part. But I like to talk. I like to have real conversations. And I find things like interesting. As I get older, I'm like, I'm interested in things, details, and rich experience, Anyway, let's move on here. All right, let's get back to the crypto. Yeah. All right, so we're going to skip this article here. It's another XRP article. It's about XRP price exploding, hitting a 3-month high as whales scoop up the token, but we're going to skip that one there. Let's go here. This is from Coindesk.com, and it's titled XRP Spikes 10% as several institutions adopt Ripple services. This is what I was talking about. We have solid things. It's like, look, companies that have solid things going on right now, real partnerships, building things and really pushing pushing the price because it has people interested in investing. And it has companies interested in holding these particular cryptos. Companies like Ripple, Solana, Chainlink. I think Algorand is an anomaly because it has so many solid things, but I think people are just overlooking Algorand, but they'll be sorry later, in my humble opinion, just my humble opinion. Quant, Stellar, they did that huge information dump where they just dumped a ton of just information out there. As I would have done it a little differently, in my opinion, but they have solid things going on as well. Vechain, we have a little bit of Vechain news, but things like this is what I look for to know that a company is going to be successful in the future and that they're going somewhere. The cryptocurrency is going somewhere. It says XRP traders often react to Ripple developments, even as the company maintains distance from the token. Let's scroll down here. They talk about the price spike, but I want to see if they actually talk about the partnerships. Come on now, let's get to the crux of these things. Okay, so they go into recent partnerships, but always keep in mind, Ripple has hundreds of banks signed up waiting to flip the switch, and a mighty flip it will be. It says no immediate catalyst for the gains existed on Monday. What? How can you say that? And then in the next paragraph, they talk about the Georgia CBDC and they talk about Dubai. That's not immediate catalyst. Catalyst is ongoing. Sometimes that I won't say tsunami, let's say waves. That wave is felt for quite some time. It's not just felt in the instant. No, because not everybody gets the news at the same time. Some people get it first, some people get it a little bit later. And so the reaction, that positive benefit, it lasts a little bit for a little while at times. It says here, Ripple said last Thursday that the Dubai Financial Services Authority approved XRP under its virtual assets regime, allowing licensed firms in the Dubai International Financial Center a financial sandbox to incorporate and offer XRP to clients as part of their crypto services. On the same day, the firm said it would start working with the National Bank of Georgia on the digital lari pilot project. Man, we just keep winning. It says Hong Kong and Taiwan governments are already using the CBDC service. And that's what I was talking about the other day. And this is why, listen, I feel like I know everything I need to know about Stellar. Okay. I've been a long time Stellar supporter. I know it's for retail. I know all of that information. Okay. I'm sitting on a ton of Stellar. I believe in them. But because Ripple has that CBDC platform they built, don't forget that. And then remember, it was surprising, at least to me, that CBDC platform particularly had a facet of it that was to go after retail. That was an eye opener. So I have to consider XRP in what it could do, even if it takes a piece of retail. And they have made their intentions clear that that's one of the things that their CBDC platform was intended to do, right? That whatever that was that they did over there with the Monetary Authority of Singapore. You can look that up, right? I know there's a lot of new people in XRP. They may not know that. So institutions can use the platform to manage and customize the entire life cycle of the CBDC, which includes minting, distribution, redemption, and token burning. Central banks can issue both wholesale. They cover it. They tell you. Central banks can issue both wholesale and retail CBDCs. And that's what I was talking about. And that, I know a lot of people aren't thinking about XRP in that way, but if they take a piece of retail, whoa, Nelly, do you imagine all those wholesale payments possibly, not a guarantee, possibly moving through XRP? Not all the wholesale payments in the world, let me clarify, but a huge swath of them. We're talking trillions, possibly scaled into quadrillions one day. And then on top of that, you're sprinkling on top of that a little bit of retail payments. Whoo, that could be something. It could be something. We'll see if it actualizes or not. So now let's move on here. Oh, we got a little bit of Chainlink news. Okay, so this is also from the cryptobasic.com, and it is titled. Wait, let me scroll up. My apologies, folks. It says 27,152 wallets now hold more than 1,000 Chainlink as Link. Price shows strength. Link has been doing great lately as far as what I remember, right? Oh, and here they tell you. Chainlink surpassed $12.50. This is one of the cryptos maybe a month or two back we started covering. Just like Solana, and I was telling people, hey, it's looking solid. And now you see it has come from the depths up to the heights. It's doing great right now. It says surpassed the $12.50 price level for the first time since April 2022. Thank you, Chainlink. I'm liking those gains. As a current data points to potential higher gains shortly. I hope so. I'll take it. I hope so. Chainlink is another one of those that has shocked me in its activities over the last year and a half. And they definitely, I'm definitely bullish on them. They have a lot of solid things going on. So Chainlink soared beyond. And yes, I like Flare also. You know, I'm deep and I love Quant as well. They all are winning. They all can win. All right. It says Chainlink soared beyond this historical price level over the weekend. And currently the token has a market value of $12.58, up 2.57%, and a capitalization of 6 million. Oh, no, not 6 million. My apologies. 6 million. Oh, $6,937,152,347. A 14.23% complements this positive growth outlook and its trading volume. All right. So Chainlink is looking good. Let's move on to another article here. I'm trying to get you as many of these articles as I can. I think I have about 27 articles up here, about 27. We can't cover them all, but I'm trying to get you the important ones. So this article is also from the cryptobasic.com. Hey, they're doing a great job over there. It's about Vechain, and it's titled Vechain secures major U.S. patent for blockchain transaction processing. Yes. If you've been here since day one, you know I'm super bullish on Vechain. They are one of the best utility coins in the world, hands down. Look at their ecosystem. Look at what they do. They are dominating their niche, however you want to say it. It says Vechain has continued to pioneer innovation in the blockchain industry with a new patent describing a new model for blockchain transaction processing. Enterprise-focused blockchain platform Vechain has secured a new U.S. patent for a proposed model of processing on-chain transactions. The patent approved on October 24th details Vechain's plan to make it easier for blockchain platforms to process a single transaction with multiple tasks. In its primer, Vechain explains that traditional blockchain platforms are inefficient in processing transactions that require the execution of multiple tasks. For instance, the patent details that existing blockchains struggle with the mainstream applications use cases such as fund distribution and mass product registration. As per Vechain, the inefficiency results from such chains requiring that users create multiple transactions for each item and cannot process multiple tasks in a single transaction. The solution being processed by Vechain addresses this problem in a 4-aspect model that is more flexible and efficient. It says at the solution's core is a new transaction processing method in which a blockchain validator will receive a transaction request that, quote, includes a plurality of fields, unquote. The initial fields, in turn, include a transaction task where the sender can specify the clauses, several tasks, that they wish to execute in that single transaction. In other words, let me translate. Vechain continues to operate in beast mode. I'm just waiting for the price action to catch up. That's it. Sitting on a ton of Vechain. I love it. Oh yeah, very bullish on Vechain. So now let's move on here. So this article comes to us from Cointelegraph.com, and it is titled Crypto Lawyer Says $20 million settlement is 99.9% win for Ripple. If they get that, if they achieve that, I agree 100%. Deaton strongly refuted the idea that the lawsuit's result was even 50-50 outcome for the SEC, claiming that it's closer to a 90-10 advantage in favor of Ripple. Well, let's find out what they're talking about. Hopefully they elaborate a little bit. Prominent cryptocurrency attorney John Deaton has offered insights into United States Securities and Exchange Commission versus Ripple lawsuit. He contends that a settlement of $20 million or less, if they achieve this, I guess, would constitute a significant legal triumph for the company. In a recent post on X, formerly Twitter, Deaton strongly refuted the idea that the lawsuit's result was even a 50-50. Oh, we read that part. They iterated that from the top. I don't know why they always do this reiteration, but let's skip that part. Deaton's remarks were prompted by a post from Stuart Alderati, Ripple's chief legal officer, highlighting another legal setback for the SEC. Deaton's viewpoint resonates with the sentiment in the cryptocurrency community, which generally views the suggested $20 million settlement as a positive resolution for Ripple. This assessment considers the potential consequences of the XRP lawsuit and the broader regulatory environment for digital currencies. It says here, Stuart Alderati's post further adds to the storyline, pointing out that the SEC faced another defeat this week, continuing a series of setbacks. According to Alderati, in the case of the SEC versus Govel, the U.S. Court of Appeals for the Second Circuit ruled that the SEC cannot request a substantial disgorgement award without first demonstrating an actual financial harm to, quote, investors, unquote. So that's very important. In essence, it implies that if there's no harm, there's no penalty. Let's move on to another article here. So, I thought I had a Solana article. So now we finally get to this here. So this is from the dailyhodl.com, and it is titled, Here's a reasonable Solana Sol price target for the next bull run. Oh, tell me. I want to hear more about these gains. I'm not going to lie to you. I've fallen in love with Solana. Yeah, I like these Solana gains. I'm liking it. Macro Guru. Oh, okay. It's rather interesting term there. Macro guru Raoul Paul is laying out what he thinks is a reasonable price point for Ethereum rival. Why do they always have to do this? If they mention XLM, they have to say XLM, Stellar, Ripple rival, Stellar. Just talk about XLM. If they mention Solana, they have to say Ethereum rival. People know who Solana is. Just talk about Solana. Am I the only one that feels that way? Probably. Who knows? I don't know. I do feel that way. Let's move on here. It's just it peeves me. Am I using that terminology correctly? It's a pet peeve of mine. My teacher used to say that when I was younger. Oh man. And she was like, that's a pet peeve of mine. Everything was a pet peeve of hers, man. I had some tough teachers. They made sure, well, I'll say this. They made sure you were going to be the best of the best. And they really taught you something. They did. They stayed on top of you, made sure that you were getting all A's. That's right. They were making sure that whatever they were conveying would get through to your mind. And you received discipline as well. Yes, you did. Yes, you did. You get corrected in an instant. You knew to have respect from those old school teachers. They didn't play around at all. Albeit some of them were a little bit angry all the time. I'm telling you, those old school teachers didn't play. Some of them were real mean motor scooters. Yeah, man, I have some stories, but I don't know if I could tell them here. This is a family friendly channel, but yeah, it says in a new interview on the Crypto Banter YouTube channel, okay, the former Goldman Sachs executive says that the smart contract platform could eventually find itself skyrocketing. I like the sound of that. Between 1,000% and 2,294% from current levels in the next market expansion. Give me those gains now. Get on it. I want the gains right now. Wind Moon. I'm learning. I'm learning from the comment section. Wind Moon. I want my gains right now. I hurt my finger. Being silly and doing like that on the desk too hard. I didn't hurt my finger. Now just a little bit. Quote, the numbers have changed dramatically because when I started looking at this, it was trading at $20. We've already gone up a lot since then. Yeah, but Raul, I told the people it was gonna go up. You weren't listening, sir. You would have known if you subscribe to Alpha Name channels, you would have known. Yeah. We have a good time over here, but we cover some serious business. When it comes to this information, I try to give you the best of the best. All right. My idea is somewhere between $500 and $1,000. Give me those gains, just depending on what that market feels like. Yeah. I speak for myself and probably a few people in the members only section and just general subscribers. We will feast. In the next bull market, we will feast. I promise you, we will feast. Well, not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just saying if the next bull market is big, we know exactly what to do. That's what I'm trying to convey. Yeah. So now moving on to another article here. We're going to skip the Hong Kong article. There's a lot going on there, but I'll save that for another time. That's a rather intricate bit of information that we're going to have to go over with a fine-tooth comb. So let's see what we have here. Chainlink reaches new all-time high. The other article sort of conveyed that already. Oh, listen, let's see if this article pops up here. Folks, please, all my people out there, be careful. I can't tell you what to do, but I hope you're being very careful. These scams are at an all-time high. There's a lot of bad entities out there. This is from CoinDesk.com, and it's titled Microsoft listing fake ledger app leads to $590,000 of Bitcoin stolen. What? Stolen by hackers. You know what's crazy? I would have never thought someone would have come out with a fake ledger app. That's concerning. Wow. And that Microsoft listed it. So let's read this a little bit, see what's going on. Hackers stole 16.8 Bitcoin over the weekend after a fake Ledger Live app was posted on the Microsoft App Store. Aren't they supposed to vet that? I don't know how Microsoft does. I know how Apple does. I know how Google does. And I believe they have extensive vetting processes to make sure that apps are legit. It says blockchain analyst Zach XBT said on social media platform X that an additional $180,000 had been stolen across Ethereum and BNB Smart Chain, bringing the total to $770,000. Be very careful, everyone. Double and triple check these things that you are using. Like I said, I can't tell you what to do, but I'm hoping everybody out there is okay, because there's a lot of madness going on right now between the banking sector and a lot of bad things happening in the crypto sector. Also, just stay on your guard. I'm staying on my guard. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Air gapped is the way to go. I'm gonna tell you that right now. So air gapped technology, air gapped cold wallet, so you can't get hacked and all that kind of stuff like that. I mean, I don't know, folks. So now, this article is not coming up here about HSBC launching a tokenization platform for gold markets. There was a little bit of an update there. So let's see if this article here will come up for the gold news today. This article here is from fxstreet.com, and it is titled Gold Price Forecast XAU USD Unlikely to Move Sustainably Towards $2,100 Until U.S. Economic Data Weakens. All right. Gold has started the new week on the back foot. Economists at TD Securities analyzed the yellow metals outlook. It says there may be quite a bit of volatility in the gold market. Quote, once the market is convinced that the Fed's next move is a cut, and they are more certain about the timing, it is likely that investors will continue to build out long-term exposure. However, with the data still strong, there may be quite a bit of volatility in the gold market. $2,100 target until U.S. economic data weakens materially. All right, so I can see that. I'll say this, though. I'll throw this in there. I read an article earlier where saying that they're probably not going to do interest rate cuts, right? But we'll see. No one knows what they're going to do, really. We have to wait to hear from them. But they're saying that there may be another interest rate hike, but they're saying it may come in January. We'll see if that holds true or not. So now that you have that information, what are you going to do with it? I know what I'm going to do with it. So until next time, let's get to the money.